Ford Maverick, 26,913. 25 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend 4x4, 33,411. 24 Ford Expedition XLT, 61,800. Ray Varner Ford, local you trust with deals you can count on.
All right. Happy Friday, my friends. Happy Friday. It is Fun Shirt Friday, by the way. We're getting this day started with a fun shirt. Why? Because, well, we can. That is why. Good morning, Chris. How are you this morning? Hopefully you fared well from the hailstorms yesterday. We saw upwards of, dime size to pea size to even upwards of golf ball size hail yesterday out of some of those storms. So it was an incredibly hail-producing storm system, and that's really what we ended up seeing yesterday. Saw some incredible structures with some of those storms as well. So I do want to start you off first things first this morning with a time lapse from yesterday. Now, I showed you this last night if you happen to catch the forecast late last night, but this is coming in from Hardin Valley. This is my Orange Hat Brewing Company camera looking off to the northwestern sky. So we're looking towards Carnes, Oak Ridge, Solway. We had the morning clouds and we had the morning showers. Then those moved on out. We saw abundant sunshine that helped to destabilize the atmosphere. And about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, sure enough, here we go. Storm started. There it is. Storm started to fire up. That was a severe warned storm. That storm right there in and of itself produced golf ball size hail in Hardin Valley. It seemed like Hardin Valley got hit the hardest with some of those storms. And then out there this morning, we actually have a little bit of fog showing up this morning, some low clouds. We had some clearing during the overnight hours, which has led to some fog formation across the Southern Valley. Of course, the National Weather Service has issued a special weather statement associated with that due to the fact that we do have some patchy, dense fog to get the day started. So, Chris, I'm glad you're joining me this morning. How's life this morning, buddy? You're the only one on the chat. You're the only one on the chat this morning. And I do appreciate it, sir. I do appreciate it very much. Oh, there's Autopilot. We talked about you yesterday evening, Otto, because I was showing some storms just outside of Ringgold, Georgia. And I mentioned your name last night. Let's talk about some weather headlines, okay? So for the day today, we're talking about morning dense fog, mostly cloudy skies, showers, and a little bit cooler weather today. Much cooler than what we saw yesterday and the previous days. Saturday, though, we're going to start with some morning frost. I actually think we're going to have some clouds and or some fog forming early Saturday morning. Probably some fog and frost. We have an inversion that looks like it's going to set up shop. So warm air is just going to sit up on top of the colder air. And we still have some moisture trapped in the low levels. Yes, dew points do drop throughout the day today. Well, more so tomorrow anyways. But temperatures also come down as well. And so temperatures and dew points will be fairly close enough together that we'll have some pretty widespread frost and the possibility, anyways, of some morning fog. So we'll keep you posted on that. Of course, a live broadcast and a live update coming up at 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. You are dedicated, my friend. That you are. So is Otto. Otto's pretty much on here all the time as well. How about a shirt, a tie, and a shirt, young man? How about a Fun Shirt Friday, Mr. Otto? That's what we're doing this morning. Can't dress up every day, my friend. Got to switcheroo. Do the switcheroo. Switch it up every once in a while. All right, so Saturday is going to be sunny. After the morning fog and frost, if we have fog, but frost, we're going to see abundant sunshine. Sunday is going to be a great day to get outside. Seasonable temperatures, and we're going to continue that warming trend as we get into next week. All right, I want to highlight the 7-day forecast for you right off the bat. A lot of folks just want this and move about their day, and if that's what you want, and that's all you need to get. Here it is, my friends. A really nice, quiet week ahead of us next week. A couple of showers, maybe late Monday and early Tuesday, and then again for Thursday and Friday. But cool weather here for today and tomorrow, with showers today and more sunshine on Saturday. Sunday is going to be seasonable and sunny and warming. We're going to warm about 10 degrees from Sunday into Monday. It's going to be nice. Nice little ridge of high pressure starts to build its way back into the area. Then as we get into our Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're going to start to see a little bit more, we're going to see another system swing its way on through, and that's going to help to drop our temperatures just a little bit as well. All right. So apparently we're not on Facebook here this morning. Not quite sure what's going on. Well, anyways, no wonder nobody's on the chat. You're not live on Facebook this morning. I wonder why. Well, I'm not going to end it. We're just going to move right along, and we'll just call it a day. I can't end the broadcast and then relaunch the broadcast. I am on the app, by the way. I am on the app, so maybe I should let people know that we are on the app this morning. Well, we're not going to be able to get there. So anyways, not quite sure why I'm not on Facebook, but here we are. It's so strange sometimes the things that happen, and sometimes things work and sometimes things don't work. It's technology, my friends. It's technology. All right, so we move right along. We'll just talk to a few that will join us on YouTube here this morning, apparently. And again, you can just jump over to the app if you want to jump over to the app as well. Good morning, Amy. How are you this morning? Sorry, I'm not on Facebook. I don't know why it's not launched on Facebook. All right, here's our storm system. It's swinging its way on through, but I'll rebroadcast this and post this to Facebook, I suppose. All right, 3-hour radar loop. We've got more showers up to our north. Those showers will continue to spin their way to our south. So up into Kentucky, all that energy is going to start to work its way through our area. So we've had some clearing, but the clouds will start to fill their way back into the area as that fog begins to burn off as well. All right, here at home, we do have a special weather statement that's been issued by the National Weather Service thanks to the fog forming here this morning. We have some showers across upper East Tennessee along I-81 and Highway 26, if you have any travel plans there. I got kicked off of Facebook, Chris says. Yeah, maybe so. See, I want my weather right down to the East Tennessee Jewels. So you can sit yourself down at the millibars and wrap around the low. There we go. You know a little bit about weather, do you? Good morning. How are you this morning? I don't know why I'm not on Facebook there, Tom. Anyways, all right. So we move right along and talk about what's in store for the rest of the day today. So we have those showers in upper East Tennessee. As this moisture kind of spins around, that's going to continue to spin around. I don't know why. I'm not connected to... Let's see. Hopefully this doesn't kick you off. I was apparently connected to Wi-Fi. I'm not supposed to be connected to Wi-Fi. All right, here we go. So a few wraparound showers throughout the day. Now, do we see some clearing by the end of the day? Maybe. We may see some clearing. And now this is the part I'm talking about, that we could see some fog and frost. If we have this much clearing, I still think we're going to have some low-level moisture. Temperatures and dew points will be close enough together. Do we see the fog form? Maybe. But do we have widespread frost? Yeah, possibly. I think that's going to be the general rule of thumb as anyways. Rainfall amounts from here on out all the way through Saturday morning. Heaviest rain is going to be up across upper East Tennessee. By the way, if you want to stick around, I'm going to talk about that U.S. drought monitor. It came out yesterday, and as mentioned, thought that most of the drought will probably be wiped out, and it pretty much was. Temperatures this morning are in the 40s and 50s. Temperature change, well, we're a little bit colder this morning than what we were yesterday. So your forecast for the day today, we're in the mid-50s by noon, upper 50s this afternoon. We'll hang on to the mid to upper 50s through about 5 o'clock. Maybe a few rumbles of thunder. Can't rule that out. No severe weather threat throughout the day today as well. But we will see those temperatures come on down into the low 50s by 8 o'clock, and I think the showers will kind of wrap themselves up. We could see maybe some pea-sized hail out of some of those showers throughout the day. We got cold air or loft moving its way on through, have a little bit of low-level instability, and so that can help to spark off a little bit of hail, pea-sized hail anyways. Saturday morning fog, maybe some frost, or frost, maybe some fog. Then all-day sunshine with cool highs in the mid to upper 50s. Then we'll warm into the upper 60s on Sunday with morning frost and some afternoon sunshine and warmer weather as well. As we continue our forecast, I want to show you the big picture. I always like to show you the big picture, see how things are all playing out here, show you the synoptic scale and how it all develops and evolves over time. So there goes our low pressure system. It's going to continue to work its way on out of here. Some sunshine as high pressure starts to work its way back in. And that's what's going to leave us with a beautiful weekend. Rainfall amounts, if you have any sort of travel plans here for today or tomorrow, rainfall mostly over into East Tennessee, North Carolina, and Virginia, the nation's capital, and the mid-Atlantic. And that's really going to be the story all the way through the weekend as it translates to some snow showers, actually, across parts of Pennsylvania and up into New York. And you can see those snow shower accumulations all the way through Tuesday morning. So this also is all the way through Tuesday. Now, here in East Tennessee, now, it's pretty limited. Weather Service was talking about that this morning. I just don't think that we're going to get a whole lot of snow across the highest peaks. Maybe a quick little dusting. And that should be about the extent of it. We just don't have that moisture and whatnot to to have that really occur, and doesn't really set up for a snow event across the mountains. Plus, of course, it's April 11th. All right. So back to your 7-day forecast. Cool today and tomorrow. Warming temperatures Sunday, Monday. We'll stay warm and seasonable on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, Thursday, we'll drop below average. And maybe some rain showers increasing as we wrap up the week and head into the upcoming weekend. All right, rainfall totals. Over the last 7 days, I wanted to highlight this because this plays a huge part, anyways, to the drought that we've had taking shape around the area. We've seen anywhere from 1 to 3+ inches of rainfall, and there is the latest drought monitor for this week from the U.S. Drought Monitor, and the only drought that we have ongoing, abnormally dry conditions and drought across parts of Carter, Unicoi County, and the Tri-Cities area. And that is about the extent of it. Some abnormally dry conditions across the southern mountains from Monroe down into Polk County. Big picture, looking ahead, Climate Prediction Center, April 17th through the 21st. This is your 6 to 10-day outlook from the Climate Prediction Center, predicting below average temperatures, but warming nicely above and beyond that. Your 8 to 14-day outlook, we could start to see some warmer weather. Average precipitation for the 6 to 10-day outlook, and then maybe dry conditions from the 19th to the 25th. And if you're curious on how much snow we could see across the country by the end of the month, the Rockies, the Wasatch, the Uinta Mountains, the Cascades, the Sierra Nevadas, up into Wyoming, the upper Midwest, the High Plains, and parts of New England, still expected to get some moderate to heavy snowfall before the season is over. Well, there we go, my friends. There we go. Seems like the chat's very lackluster this morning. Don't have that many people joining us on Facebook, on YouTube this morning, but that's okay. You're here. I'll probably try to shut this off, go back and relaunch it on Facebook. Won't launch it again on YouTube. So anyways, we can move right along if you want to. We can do the national holidays if you want, or we can shut this down. You can jump over to Facebook if you want. Either way, you just let me know. You're driving the ship here this morning. But wasn't that time-lapse cool out of Hardin Valley? That storm, just incredible hail being produced out of that storm yesterday. Actually, here's a cool little picture that came in from my friend in Hardin Valley. And he measured about 1 3/4 inches. That is technically golf ball size hail. So a very large hailstone and just crazy looking as well. Hail's really cool looking, I think, in my personal opinion. Well, yesterday was fun, was it not? Definitely. Good morning, Cheryl, as well. And we got Laura. I know I'm not on Facebook. I don't know why I didn't launch on Facebook. We're going to try to relaunch here and get everybody on Facebook. So maybe we'll just do that. We'll just shut everything down. If you want to continue to check in on national holidays, you're more than welcome to check in on that. Jump over to the Facebook if it launches. For some reason, it wasn't launching, but I feel like I'm leaving a lot of folks out this morning because a lot of folks do join me on Facebook. Plus, it continues to populate as people get up and about here this morning. So we're going to try to do that. I'm going to say goodbye to you for now. We'll say hello to you in a little bit. It's not quantity, it's quality. You're right, my friend. You're right. But as East Tennessee weather continues to populate and grow, I need to get people on board, right? Wouldn't you say? Otto, just for you. Well, and Tom and everybody else who's joining us, let's just go through these national holidays, shall we? I'm going to go redo everything again on Facebook here in just a few minutes. It's April 11th. We're celebrating birthdays and events. It's National Living Donor Day. That's a good day. It's National Donate Life Blue and Green Day. Okay. It's National Submarine Day. It's National Day of Silence. We got a lot of days today. National Cheese Fondue Day. I'm going to give a big shout out to that. It's National Pet Day. I've got my little doggies. They're sitting in one of my chairs over there. It's National 8-Track Tape Day. All right, Tom, that one's... Okay, you're not that old. You're not that old. And it's National Barbershop Quartet Day. That is awesome. I love barbershop quartets. I think they're so cool. Those, what was that, 50s and stuff like that? Pretty cool stuff right there. Witcher's Pictures. Did you send one? Did you send a picture to Witcher's Pictures? I think you did yesterday, actually. I talked about you on the broadcast the other evening as well. We had some pretty cool rainbow shots. How about this one? This one's coming in from... This would be from Karen C. Beautiful rainbow in Dandridge this evening. Had some cool rainbow shots, like some double rainbows, and some large hail across the area. Remember, I'll be broadcasting at 7 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday if you want to join. Check in on the good old Facebook, or maybe just check in on the app. We are broadcasting on the app. I had to fix things yesterday after the evening broadcast. Oh, come on, Otto. Come on, buddy. Don't razz me too much. No way, Jose. You got to relax a little bit. Fun Shirt Friday. That's what we're doing today. You do still have a couple of 8-track tapes, do you? All right, my friends. Well, we're going to wrap things up here on YouTube. I'm going to try to get it launched over on Facebook. So until then, I sure hope you have a great day. As I always say, be safe and be kind to each other. Life is short. I'll see you back here on Facebook in just a minute.